I hate videos. Now, you may be wondering, if I hate videos, what the heck am I doing here? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find yourself in the world today. My name is Inger, and I am the CEO and founder of We Got This Admin. I am a business coach as well as an executive administrative consultant. I serve as an executive board member for Heart to Heart Business, and I am also the executive director for the North American division of the same organization. Welcome to Inspiration from Inga. And I'd just like to say, if you're watching this live, please drop me a comment and let me know where you're tuning in from and how you're doing today. And with that, let's go to the comments and check them out. I see Gabe is tuning in. Good morning, Gabe. Thank you for being here. Awesome to have you. Good morning, Robert. Thank you. You're a first timer here on my show, so thank you for being here and thank you for dropping us a comment. Gail says, good morning, all. Good morning, Gail. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. Robert says, what an opening. Well, Robert, you and I were in a clubhouse this morning and it was all about visibility. And one of my things was that I always hated video, and I still do actually. But my reason for showing up on video is because I am here to serve. And because of those pillars that I highlighted, love, family, Ubuntu, gratitude, empathy, integrity, etc. So that's why I'm here showing up on video, despite the fact that it's outside of my comfort zone. Aya says good morning to Gabe. Hi, Aya. And she's saying hi. I love it. I love seeing this networking in the comments. It's so awesome for me to see. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Good morning, Nasreen. She says greetings from South Africa. Thank you for being here, sis. I appreciate you. And look, Aya says good afternoon from Egypt. Good afternoon, Aya. Chrislyn says hi, everyone. And Robert is answering Chrislyn. Answering Aya, and Chrislyn says greetings from South Africa as well. Greetings, Chrislyn. Thank you for tuning in. Russ, oh my gosh. Russ is here. He's my guest today, but he's commenting too. So he says, so awesome to be here this morning with the amazing Inga Van Roy. Thank you, Russ. I am so excited to be here with you today. And there's some more commenting and networking going on. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Russ says today is going to be awesome and inspirational, I think. And he says, hey, and some more greeting going on in the comments. Oh, gosh. Nasreen, I will not even try to answer that. We are in the hizzle, yes. Sometimes you do things you hate for the sake of others. Absolutely. That is exactly what I'm doing. So Aya says she's sure that it's going to be an amazing conversation. Thank you, Aya. And Russ is saying, yes, inspirational. Thank you, Russ. So to get this party started, I'd like to say that, the focus word that I am still focusing on for season 1 is Ubuntu. And Ubuntu is not a very common word, especially here in different civilizations, right? So, but what it is it's an ancient African word, and it means humanity to others. It is often described as reminding us that I am because of who we all are. So it is a concept that I grew up around. And I grew up seeing this concept being implemented on a daily basis. It is something that it's a principle upon which my life is based because I have always wanted to impact the lives of others. And my life statement is to positively impact the lives of others. That's one of the reasons why I'm here today. And Ubuntu touches on networking. So that's why our topic is the power of networking. So, what is networking actually? Networking is the actional process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. Many of you on here have heard how I tell my story and how I have embraced networking and also using LinkedIn. And so for me, I just love people and I love seeing them succeed in life. And that is one of the driving forces behind what I do and how I do it. So without further ado, I'd love to introduce you to my guest today. Good morning, Russ. Good
Good
morning.
morning. I am so glad to be here. I'm inspired already. You've inspired me just from the get-go.
Thank you. Honestly, you are such an inspiration to me, and I'm so happy that I am able to introduce you to my network so that they can get to know who you are and all about who you are. So, if you don't mind, could you please tell them a bit about who Russ Hedge is and why you're called the Inspiration Specialist?
I'd love to. First of all, I love coffee. Never go anywhere in the morning without your coffee. On the way here, I was telling Ingrid that I had to drive about 45 minutes
Wow.
to the town south of me where I'm doing business today to do a couple things this morning online. But you know what? You just take your gear with you wherever you go, and ta-da! Here we are, live and online. I'm just like you, Ingrid. I love people. I love people. I love the online community that has developed over the past 18 months plus. And, I've always been an encouraging, inspiring guy. And honestly, I owe that to wonderful parents. I know not everybody is blessed with great, wonderful parents, but I was so blessed. And they were encouraging, inspiring to me growing up. And so, and my personality, I'm my mother's son. She is the outgoing, woo, that's my mom. We're singing and dancing. And, from the time I was little, he's like, okay, Russell, stand up and sing for everybody. Here we go. Okay, Russell, stand up and dance for everybody. I mean, I always had to perform, So it was fun. I just got used to just getting out there, having a good time. You talked about the, I'm all about connection, which is really you connect through networking.
Yes.
And I think the definition of networking is having fun with amazing people like Ingrid.
Aw. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Like I'll never forget. A few months ago, I actually don't know the date, but a few months ago, I was on your show, Marketing with Russ. And at the end of it, I remember you saying to me, like, have you ever thought about having your own show? And I was like, nope. And you said you should think about it because you just have a lovely smile and presence. And I was like,
That's right.
Man, that's never gonna happen. And look, the joke's on me. I have my own show.
Ta-da!
Right? So you are part of my journey, part of my inspiration. And with that, let's go to the comments and see what people are saying. They're blowing up, so give me a second.
Java. I saw that one.
Yeah, have some coffee. Okay. Here we go. Wow, I actually lost my spot. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. Daniel Hall says, I'm not really here, but I'm here. Good morning, Daniel. Thank you for being here, but not really here. And you're saying hi to Gabe and Aya. And Robert says, for shizzle. Oh my gosh.
For shizzle.
right? And some networking happening, and then ISS. I totally understand what that is, Daniel. Yes, me too. Like I'm in a meeting and I want to support my people, so I comment while I'm in the meeting. So yeah, some more um, networking happening. Here we go. And here is Scott, who's tuning in from Oregon.
Woo!
Thank you,
Hey,
Scott, for
Scott.
being here. Awesome to have you. Thank you very much.
My good friend and co-host of The Experience, Live with Russ and Scott, every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time.
Yes, awesome. I can't wait. I'm gonna be there soon. So yeah, and just some. And I thought Ubuntu was a Linux operating system. I never knew the origin. Yes, I know. Like when I Google it, that's the first thing that comes up. But then you have to Google the meaning behind the word. So thank you. And by the way, for those of you that don't know, Daniel Hall is amazing. He wrote a program that allows live show hosts to be able to see the statistics behind their live show and to be able to see the comments and be able to connect with people that have been commenting. It even tells you what time they commented during the live show.
Wow.
So I am the recipient of a prize actually because I showed up on a show that happened last week Saturday. Shout out Saturday. It was the Halloween edition. So I dressed up. Oh my gosh. And Elizabeth actually said she would show it one day. And because I sent her an excerpt of me showing up, being dressed up, and I was dressed up and I modified my voice so people wouldn't know it was me initially and they had to guess. So I won one of the prizes that Daniel Hall gave away. So I'm looking forward to seeing how I can utilize it and win. So thank you, Daniel, again for that.
Awesome.
And then I have Raven tuning in from South Africa. And Raven is my niece. She's 13 years old and she helps me edit videos. So anybody that's looking for help with editing videos, reach out to Raven. She is awesome. And she hates me saying this, but I love you, Raven. Thank you. Scott says Russ Hedge always brings in it. Yes, he does. He does. I remember watching a show with you and Gail Robertson, and like the way that you guys interact with each other, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so intimidated. But I think I'm kind of stepping up my energy just depending on the person, right?
You are. You have great energy. And you know, the thing is you sell yourself short. That's why I told you from the beginning, you're amazing and you're doing such a great job with video. You're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you. It didn't happen for me naturally. I'll say this. So I might as well talk about it and tell people. Yeah, it didn't happen for me naturally. What happened was in May of this year, I started working with a coach. And my first assignment was to go live for 10 days. And I said to her, okay, so it was a Friday. And I said, oh, can I start on Monday? And she's like, no, the time is now. And I thought, oh my word, she is going to be so terrible because she just cracks the whip. And she said, no, like you need to do it starting today. And I remember putting it off until about, I think it must have been like 9, 10 o'clock at night because I was just so intimidated by it. And the video that you see that starts my intro video is actually my first video. And it's the first line that I said on my video. So it's real. It's what I said at the beginning of my very first video was, I hate videos. Because I was always that person that, you know, if we had a Zoom call, trust and believe my camera would be off. That was just who I was. And I'm learning to adapt according to that. So I apologize if you hear my dogs. This is live, everybody. My dogs are barking because my husband just walked in the door. So here we go. Let's go to Kristen says she loves the energy, Russ.
Me too. Me too. I love the energy. You guys bring it.
And so do you, she says. Aya says she's also a coffee lover. Good morning, Elizabeth. Elizabeth Ndogo is tuning in. She's the Kindness Incorporator. So anybody, guys, by the way, this show is not just about us. I want you to know that you are also a very important part of my show. And that's why I like to acknowledge the comments that are coming in. So thank you for commenting, and thank you for being here. We appreciate you really. And if and also, by the way, anybody that's here, you are my people. Please connect with each other. I know that you can benefit from connecting and networking with one another. So please do that. Nasreen says she's a Java junkie too. Happy moments with mama. Yes. I love that. I love when you share really about your mom.
Yeah.
It touches me every single time.
Yeah.
So thank you.
I am blessed. You know, we were talking about my parents, or I was a minute ago, but for those that don't know, my mama has Alzheimer's. She's in actually the later stages now. She's at the point where actually the other day she said my name, but she won't say it unprompted. So she's familiar with me, but she can't pull my name out anymore. But she is still happy. She still sings a little bit with me. She still tells me she loves me. And so I have just such a wonderful time. I get with her and I do all this. My wife and even my mama shakes her head sometimes because I'm crazy and I'm trying to get her all excited and smile and laugh. And she does still laugh, which I love, because the joy that comes from her, that's where I get it from. And I was blessed actually a while back to do a lot of those happy moments with mama video. I actually did about 5 or 6 podcasts that was actually called Happy Moments with Mama. And it was amazing because I was able to talk to my mom. The videos, I was walking around her memory care, singing and laughing with her. And they're just wonderful moments. And I think mostly it was for me, but it is the memories captured that have not only blessed me, but inspired so many people. So thank you.
Yes. You know, that's the thing, like you're creating memories, right?
Yeah.
I was in a room this morning, in a Clubhouse room, and one of my connections on LinkedIn and on Clubhouse, her name is Shara, and she was talking about how she actually, she's so tired this morning because she sat and played Mario Kart with her son up until midnight last night. And she says, I honestly don't know why I did it. And I said to her, well, the best part is you're making memories. That's all that matters, right? Because
Yes.
at the end of the day, like once we forget everything else that we were taught, we still have our memories about how we grew up, what happened, etc. And that's why, you know, for you, you are creating memories right now as well. You're still you're in the moment, and you're also remembering those memories of how you grew up and what your mom was like, right? So I really, I love seeing them. I love seeing those posts. Thank you.
Well, speaking of memories, at some point in the show, I will tell you the story of how the hashtag Russ Selfie came about, and it came about because of memories. So we'll get to that.
That's awesome. Yes, I want to know the story. I am saying hey to Elizabeth and Nasreen as well. And hi, Steve. Good to see you here. He says, default, people are good, connection is good, the best leaders start there. Exactly. By the way, have you spoken with Steve? Remember, I connected you with him and then you had COVID, so you didn't end up having your meeting. So
yeah, I think I'm trying to remember now because I mean, forgive me, Steve. I connect with so many people that I can't 100% remember, but I know that we were going to connect. So if we haven't, please reach out and let's reconnect. And I will remember to do that as well because, yeah, I mean, obviously Ingrid says you're an amazing person. So there you go.
Yes, he is. So I think you'll be a good guest for your show. So Aya says it's always amazing and grace with Russ Hedge's inspiration. Woot woot. Yes, it is. And you are commenting in the comments. Oh my word. I always say to Sama, like, how the hell do you guys do this? Because like it's toggling back and forth. But Steve says, love your energy as always. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you. And yes, you're commenting. Daniel Hall, you are amazing. You are amazing, Daniel, and I love what you're doing for live show hosts. So I appreciate you, and I will always give you a plug when you're here. Make sure I will always do it, so no problem. Ligia says, "Good morning, good morning, Ligia. Nice to see you here, and thank you for being here. Drop us a note and let us know where you're tuning in from, please, sis. Thank you." Yes, if you haven't connected with Russ, please do so. We'll drop his link in the comments later on. Steve says, "Hey, yay, Raven." Yes, Raven is absolutely awesome. Happy you are here, Ligia. Yes, thank you, Aya. Raven says, "I love you too, Auntie Inga." Chrislyn is my cousin, and she works with me as well. So she's saying, "Stop selling yourself short." Thank you, Chrislyn. We all do it. Sorry.
Kristen, good comment. That's right. That's right. Inger, you need to have more confidence because you're amazing.
Thank you. And Russ is saying hi to people. That's awesome. So, oh, wow. Hey, I know I'm late to the party, but love you guys. Love you, Carl. Thank you for being here. Let us
Gonna
know where
see,
you're tuning in from, please. Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
Russ.
see you're gonna see Carl later today on Russ Reels, noon Pacific Daylight Time. We have an awesome show on building community today.
Awesome. So I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Oh,
Elizabeth has her kindness show at the same time, but
I
I'll
know.
toggle between the two and support both of you. So, and here
Thank you.
people are saying, "Hey, hey, hey." Oh my gosh. Oh, look who it is. Hello, Usama. Awesome to have you.
Usama.
Please, guys.
Usama's in the house.
I'm sure you've always wanted to say that.
In the building. He's in the building. Come on.
Yes. Drop us a comment and let us know where you're tuning in from, please, everyone. And here we go. Here we go. I want to get to the end of the comments and then we can go back to our
This is so
our
much fun.
topic.
I'm all good with that.
Okay. And he says, "Glad to see you." Yes, I love the networking going on. It is awesome. Usama, you are a living legend,
That's right.
right?
Mic drop.
Yes. Just some more comments happening, some more networking. Amazing. And look who it is. Hello,
Wow.
Rob. Awesome to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. Let us know where you're tuning in from, please.
Rob is the living wine legend.
Yes.
The drunken grape. He's one little grape that's drunk. No, I don't think that's what it is.
And then Steve says, my mother used to always tell us the same thing. You are creating memories. Exactly.
Yes, for sure.
Exactly. Yes, some more networking going on. I just want to go through it. What's up?
This is called the comment show because we love you.
Oh, I love reading everybody's comments.
Oh, yeah.
It's so awesome.
Me too.
How
We can
are
just do
you?
this for a couple hours. Let's just do it for 2 or 3 hours.
Actually, we're my crew and I we're planning a show. We actually did one a few weeks ago. So if anybody doesn't know, my crew it's comprised of Elizabeth Ndungu, Osama, Zaid, Aya Fikri, and Alex. Right? So the five of us actually had a show a few weeks ago, and we got up to 1.5 hours, but then Usama had to leave. We realized that that wasn't enough time because it's just there's so much energy. At one point, we were just giggling live, right? And we were just
That's right. I mean, the first time, okay, so I want to take some credit because first time, was I the first to have that crew on? Because you guys did a Russ Reels with me, you and Elizabeth
yes,
and Osama and Aya, but we had Jay on with you. We're doing another one of those the first week of December, a Russ Reels live with you guys. So
yes,
I know that you all were groupies already, but you know.
yes. Actually, what actually happened was you sent Usama, Aya, and I a message with other people.
Right.
And then the three of us agreed to be on the show. And then I asked you to add Elizabeth. And after that, I had this epiphany that like I said, the four of us should have a show together. So I sent everyone a message, a group message, asking them if we could do that. And then, we had such a great synergy with Alex Chambers as well.
Yeah.
So we added him as well. And now we're looking at doing that together.
Good,
So,
good.
yeah.
So I'll take a little bit of credit.
Yes, you can. Because the thing is, like, we realize that our energies would really synchronize well.
That's
And
right.
that's why, that's
Can
why.
Can I be a guest on that show?
Absolutely. Yeah. Gail says, "How are you with your mom, Russ Hedge? How you are with your mom, Russ Hedge, is such a beautiful way to understand Alzheimer's." Yes, I agree. It's beautiful to watch. Really, it really is. So, some more commenting going on and networking. Oh my gosh, guys! Like, am I going to get to the end of this?
Thank you
Yes.
for
Thank
comment
you.
number 5,722 on Inspiration with Inger to comment on LinkedIn. There you go.
Well, it's happening, and it's awesome to see just, some networking going on, and people are interacting, right? Like,
That's right.
yes, Steve says, for all of the things my mom did that was special in order to create memories, my lasting and favorite memory is eating toast with her as the sun came up. Wow. I can actually just see that. Yeah. Just it's the small things, right? It's the
Yeah.
small things that validates people. It's the small things that make these memories. And that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing with us.
Do you want me to tell you a tear-jerking memory that is beautiful but tear-jerking? So my mom and dad, I moved them. Helped them sell their house, moved them into an independent living, and less than 5 months later, my dad was gone. But he had lung cancer and he had dementia at the end. And so I spent the last like 48 hours with them. And so I spent the night and went through a lot of horrible things, and it was really bad. My dad was having a lot of pain and they were giving him medication. And I was there with the hospice nurse and the caregiver. And my dad would just look at me, with these eyes like, please don't let them do this to me. It reminded me of my kids when they were young, but I kept praying with him, telling him that they were doing this to help him to feel better. And he finally calmed down. But at the very end, he was laying there in his bed. This is probably 11 o'clock at night. And he calls for my mama, and she comes in. She goes, "Hey, Pop." She goes in, she lays down next to him, and he goes, "I love you, Mama." And she goes, "I love you, Papa." And they fell asleep. And that is my last memory of my dad. And I told the caregiver I had to go home and try to get a couple hours of sleep in my bed. She called me about an hour later and he stopped breathing. So that was, it makes me cry, but it makes me happy too, because it was a beautiful ending to his life here on earth.
Yeah, that is certainly tear-jerking, but it's a beautiful memory for sure.
It is beautiful.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
Yep, some more commenting. And Steve says, "Thanks, Inga. I will reconnect with you, Russ."
Thanks, Steve. Thank you.
Russ Hedge, you are amazing. Yes, you are. You are.
You, Carl Sean Watkins, are amazing. We'll see you at noon on the show.
I look forward to it. And by the way, for anyone that doesn't know, Russ is actually 3 hours behind my time. So it's 7 o'clock in the morning right now, but it started at 6:30, and he had to drive. Like, what time did you get up today?
Well, I'm a 4 a.m. guy. So I got up at about probably 3:50 this morning, probably 10 minutes early just to get myself moving. But I'm up at 4 a.m. every morning ready to go. So it wasn't that big of a deal for me. I just had to drive to get here.
Well, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it so much. You have no idea.
Well, I could have had to drive to Canada, so it was a little easier than that.
Yes. Okay. Nazreen says, "You guys rock." Daniel Hall is the man. Yes, he is. Tuning in from a hot tub in the pitch black of Southern Oregon mountains. Waiting. Wow. Talk about creating memories.
Steve, where in the Oregon mountains are you? Because I just spent a weekend. We love the Metolius area, just over the Santiam Pass, and we stayed at a beautiful, kind of log cabin house up there that we stay at almost every year. So yeah, love those areas.
I think it's Ashland. I may be wrong, but I think that's where he is.
Okay.
All our commenting family, you guys totally rock too. Yes, you do. You do. Awesome. You see, Russ, like, I don't know what the heck. How the heck are you doing this? Like, seriously.
Well, it's funny because normally you're running the show, so I don't have to run it, which helps me a lot. But normally my beautiful, wonderful, helpful teammate, which is my teammate Ever she actually lives in Manila, the Philippines, and she is amazing. She's normally me in the background, but today I'm having to do it myself, but I don't have to run the show, so it makes it easier.
My word. Well, Usama says we're incredible. Thank you, Usama. And Carl says he's tuning in from New Jersey. And yes, Russ, looking forward to that great discussion. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be fire.
Fire.
Fire. And here, Rob says he's tuning in from Ottawa, Canada. By the way, Gail is in Windsor, Canada. And Usama, you still haven't told. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Love you, Usama. He says he's in the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Oh,
I'm glad you guys are commenting so much because Inger and I had nothing to talk about. We're very shy. So thank you. Keep the comments coming because, this show would have died about 5-10 minutes ago. So
no. And yeah, Nasreen says, always treasure your parents whilst they are around. Don't only remember them when they become a memory. That's right. That's so true. Yes. My parents, I haven't seen a comment from them yet, but they comment on my show too. They are big supporters, which I really appreciate.
Awesome.
And here, Jenny Gold. Oh, hello, Jenny. Nice to see you. And she's tuning in from Facebook. And that is why you see my middle name, everybody, by the way.
And that's why you see my beautiful wife's name, because Russ and Leah is our main page together on Facebook. So, yeah.
Awesome. Here, Megan Ziemba says, hi, Inga, first time here. And I love what I'm seeing. My mom always told me to not take special moments for granted, especially with my littles, because they are only small for 27 minutes. Wow. And then in a blink of an eye, they're grown with families of their own. It's so true. It's so true. I mean, Russ, how old are your kids?
They were like 1 and 3 the other day, and now they are 31 and 28.
Wow.
I know. It goes like that.
It really does. I have 3 kids. My eldest is 19, and I can't believe it. Like, every time I look at her, I'm like, what the heck? And she's been taller than me for a long time. So it's felt even worse for years already. So, yeah, oh my word. We love you, Russ Hedge. We love you, Sama.
I love you, Sama. You're awesome.
And he says, you're welcome at any time. Yes. He's talking about our show. And here is Tim Sohn. Good morning, Tim.
Also going to be on at noon today on Russ Reels. So we're going to have Tim Sohn, Carl Sean Watkins. We're going to have Russ Johns, and we're going to have Kenyatta Turner. It's going to be a great lineup today.
Oh my word. Like, how the heck am I going to do it? I keep thinking, like, because I want to listen to you, but I also want to listen to Elizabeth. So I'm just going to be like toggling between 2 laptops. That's fine.
I'm going to try to wrap the show up so I can watch some of Elizabeth.
Yes, you will. Liz usually goes on for about an hour at least.
Yeah. I can catch her at the end.
Yes. Yeah. Nasreen says, hugs to you. You definitely made me cry. Yeah. Well, you saw me too. I was, yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Jenny.
Thank you, Jenny. And some last, I just want to get through them and then we'll go. Oh my gosh. I have to tell you this story. You see what he's saying here? Well, a few Saturdays ago, I was on a show with Tim. Tim and Usama. I just came to pop in because they invited me to go. And so I popped in and we were just having a conversation and I laughed. And my head was back and I was laughing like really like, unleashed. That was the unleashed version of me. And Tim took a screenshot and he sent it to me and he said, "Oh, feel free to share this on socials." I was like, "What? No."
Hey, you want me to tell you the secret of getting good screenshots? You don't have to worry about it during the show. You just go back and watch it and you take a bunch of screenshots while you're watching it on replay because you can focus on that and then get a real doozy of Tim where he's like doing
Yes,
some
thank
crazy
you.
thing and then post that everywhere.
I thought you were giving Tim tips, but okay, yes, I agree. I'm going to.
There you go.
I'm just joking. It was good to see myself like that, but I'm not ready to unveil that side of me yet. So I actually posted, I asked him for another screenshot and he gave me a tamer version.
Well, you know Tim, he's all about radiating real. And Tim, I love you, man. I text with Tim almost every morning, and what a great guy that he is. But I'm going to take a page out of my son's book, and he does all these crazy things like you're talking about. Like if your nose is all contorted or you look horrible, he takes those and he saves them and posts them at the most opportune times that he wants to get back to people.
Oh my God. Tim's asking if you've had your coffee yet. I've had mine and show him.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. I want to get to the topic.
Hey, you know what? Keep commenting, guys, because like I said, Ingrid and I would have run out of topics about 15 minutes ago. You guys are great. Love, Tim.
Love you, Tim. Love you, Kristen. Love all of you. Thank you
all
very
of you.
much
Yes.
for tuning in.
Yes.
And here, Scott says Ashland, Oregon is a beautiful place.
Yes, it is. This is networking, guys. We're talking
Yes.
networking. This is networking. This is amazing.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, here he says, Ashland, love Metolius too. Hope you brought your fly rod. So many clear rivers come out of the ground on the east side of the Cascades in Oregon.
Yep, we went there. We always go to the head of the Metolius. It pops right out of the ground. That's where the river starts. So it's pretty amazing area. It's beautiful.
Yes. I actually I video call with Steve once a week because he's one of my clients and friends, and he actually showed me a few times, like he'll turn his camera and I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous because guess where I am? I am in a metropolis.
It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's amazing. You still got a ways to go, so you might as well just keep going, Ingrid. You got.
I'm almost done, I think. Shout out.
No, you're doing great.
Thank you, Tim. Shout out to my parents, Jenny Gold.
Shout out to all y'all.
Really, Russ? Really? Hello, my brother. This is John Martinez. He is one of my brothers. So I have 2 blood brothers, but I have many honorary brothers, and he's one of them. He's part of the team at H2HB.
Do I get to be one of your honorary brothers too?
Yes, you may. Thank you. Thank you for asking. But I was just about to adopt you anyway.
Now Tim is just commenting with numbers so that you'll have to keep
going.
Oh
my God. You're terrible, Tim. He says, Steve says, one of my favorite life KPIs is how much time you spend standing and playing in river KPI. Yes, he's a big fishing fan. So
that's awesome. Love fishing.
Say love. Life runs fast. We need to take advantage of it every second.
Yes,
absolutely.
This is going to be the never-ending comments.
Eventually, shout out to Kenyatta Turner and Kristen's giving hearts. Oh my word, guys. Hi, Jenny Gold. Okay, I'm about to give up. I wonder if Elizabeth Dungu's show will go for 4 hours today.
It'll start before we're done.
Right? Well, no. Well, Usama's going to be on it with us. So great talk and great love around here. Thank you. And Alejandra is joining us. She is in Chile. So good morning and thank you. He is an awesome guest. Yes.
Awesome.
Um, by the way, Russ. So Alejandra and John Martinez, they're both in Chile, but they're overseeing our coaching and mentoring section of H2HB. So these are the people that will be reaching out to you if you're interested in being a coach with us.
Right on. Hey, you guys are great. Now, Osama's commenting with numbers, so we'll never get done. So, hey, while you're flipping through the comments, because they're never ending, and we love you guys, I'm going to tell you the story about how the hashtag Russ Selfie started.
Yes,
Are you
tell us.
ready?
Yes.
Yeah, we're just kind of going with our own format today. Forget all the questions, throw them out. Here we go. So, networking is amazing. And I learned a lot about working with people, networking, connecting. And a lot of it was based around the selfie. That's why the hashtag Russ Selfie was born, part of my podcast name, Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. But I was in New York. Actually, I was on the East Coast creating memories with my family. We started in DC. We went all the way up to Boston. We happened to be in New York. In the old days, I used to hand my camera to some wonderful person that was willing to take pictures of my family, because that's what I wanted from vacation was memories, right? So they take my camera. We'd all smile. We'd have a picture, in front of the Statue of Liberty, in front of the Empire State Building, wherever we are, And so I'm down in the subway with my family. And yes, I'm down in the subway with my family. And that there was actually a lot of nefarious looking characters, one of which I handed my phone to and asked him to take a picture of my family. Now, the problem was that my son had minimalized me. So my entire wallet, which was just a small little thing, was on my phone as well. My credit cards, my cash, everything, my life, I handed to this person. We backed up. And as I'm backing up, I'm saying, oh, dear God, please help him not run off with everything that I own, as I'm trying to smile. And so anyway, long story short, he was very nice, gave me back my phone. And I realized then I had to learn how to take selfies, because I was horrible. My son, every time I tried to take it, he'd take my phone away. So I learned, and I took that into networking groups. And I learned that when you took a selfie with a group of people you didn't know and you tagged them, the next time you saw them, you were their best friend, because they'd learned all about you from social media or from whatever. So it became a great way to connect and to network with people. Thus, one of them, my friends told me, you got to have your own hashtag. Thus was the hashtag Russ Selfie was born. So there you go. That's the long and the short of it.
Oh my gosh, I was cringing throughout that.
I was cringing while that was happening.
I can absolutely imagine. Hello to you, Alex Chambers.
Alex Chambers.
Thank you for tuning in. Oh my word, people have I skipped over your numbers, Tim, by the way. And I'm skipping over Usama. Oh my God. Tim made a comment. He said, who else wants to be a brother of Inga? But I think he should have said, who else wants to bother Inga?
He's a bother brother. Bother.
There, Robert's laughing. Yeah. What's the weather where you are? How's the weather where you are?
It was raining this morning. Actually, it wasn't too bad, but it was raining mildly. So it's kind of cold and chilly and a little wet. Yeah.
So here it is 1 degree Celsius, which I think is like in the 20s in Fahrenheit.
It's very cold.
Yeah.
Well, zero degrees Celsius is freezing. So actually 0 degrees would be 32 degrees here. Yeah, okay. That's freezing here.
Here we go. First anniversary celebration of your book is happening. Yes.
So the amazing Ever has shown up, because she's the one commenting as me now, because I didn't have enough time to type all that.
But yes, this is awesome. I think I'm going to take a note of that. I'll pop in and say hi to you.
Well, I definitely want, and let me, while she said
Please tell
that,
me.
and I have a second, let me just say that next Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, is the anniversary of Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, my book. It's been 1 year. It's amazing. It's been a great way to encourage people through written book. And I love you all for supporting. It's going to be a ton of fun next Tuesday morning.
Awesome. John Neeb says hello.
Hey, how's it going, John?
He's connected to you. I think I've seen him on your shows, correct?
John hasn't been on the show yet. No, but we are connected.
No,
Yeah.
but I see him in the comments of your show.
Oh, yeah. He's commented. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, some awesome networking. Yes, like this is what we're doing, guys. We're
That's right.
networking right now.
Right.
Chile is amazing. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Steve loves to travel, and yes,
A
he's
lot
right.
like Bend. Bend is really a great place. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I'm commenting. Oh my gosh. Hello. Thank you for sharing the story. Yes. Thank you. You see, like I have to go like this.
I know. I always want to point the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like my book will be here floating next to me, and I point at it this way.
Oh my gosh, bother Inga. Oh my gosh. Here we go. It's hard to find a hashtag you can own but helpful. So yeah, Russ Selfie, motivational listener.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Jenny. Awesome to have you. Oh, you say it's so exciting. I remember when I was at the Zoom launch of your book last year. Wow.
Yeah. There's actually some there. I'm going to have a little video, and there's Tim out walking outside and as he's on the Zoom launch, because we recorded it on Zoom last time. This time it's going to be on StreamYard. So we're just going to bring people in and out, kind of like, shout out Saturday type of a format where everybody rolls in and out. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, when I had my first call with Tim, he was walking along the river. Yes.
That's
Yeah, you
Tim.
see, Scott says 1 year already. And here again, here's Ever. Thank you, Ever.
Thank you.
I'm almost there. Yes.
See, I'm going to get in trouble because Ever tries to hide in the background, and every time I shout her out, then she'll send me a message. You don't have to shout me out. Oh, she already has. She's already sent me a message. I'm trying to hide.
Tim asks, Russ, how do you stay so positive, and have you always been that way?
Well, I can answer that easily. Intentionality and waking up with purpose. I am inspired every morning by, the God who created me and the amazing life that I get to live. And I just choose to be positive. And, in my book, I tell everybody 3 things that I do. And you don't have to do the same things I do, but the 3 things I do every morning before my feet hit the floor is to say I'm thankful. I'm grateful for my beautiful wife, for the God who created me, for all the stuff around me, my family. And then number 2, I say, I've got this. I give myself like a little pep talk. I can do it. I've been gifted and given the abilities to do what I need to do to succeed. And then number 3, I say, today's going to be awesome. And I have coaching clients who have said to me, yeah, Russ, I can't say that. And I'm like, that's fine, because I'm not telling you to say that. I'm telling you that's what I do to shape my mindset, because I call it putting on my awesome filter, because we all filter life through a lens, right? So if we have an awesome filter, when all the crummy things hit us, it's hitting our awesome filter, and it doesn't seem quite so bad. When you have a positive perspective and outlook on life, I believe God works all things for the good, and that there's many good things that come out of bad things. So there you go.
That's awesome. Life is really truly about your mentality, the way your mindset, right? Like the way you approach things. That is exactly what it is. And honestly, when I decide, because I often say, make today an amazing day, not have an amazing day, because you have it within your power to make it amazing, right? And we all go through things. We all have negative things that happen to us, but the choice is yours as to how it actually impacts you. So I've gone through all the comments. I see more, but I'm not going back and later on.
Let me comment on that, not on the comments, because yes, we could do comments all day long, but you are exactly right. Chuck Swindoll quote, if you don't know it, is life is 10% of what happens to us and 90% of how we react to it or what we do with it. And I always say life happens and then we choose. That is why the subtitle of my book is Live the Life You Choose,
Yes.
not because you get to choose everything that happens to you, but you get to choose the life you live after it happens to you.
Yes, absolutely. So back to the topic, which is networking. And
Woo!
I mean, we're 50 minutes into this show and I haven't asked you any questions yet. So like, really? Actually, I will say that Elizabeth Ndungu had the record because she and I, like, we ended up having a 2-hour show last week.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah. So networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. You're one of my contacts, you're one of my friends, and you're part of my network. So let me ask you, what inspires you?
Well, you inspire me, Inger. You do. I think that I said every morning I wake up and God inspires me. Actually, I was reading in 2 Timothy this morning about how God inspires us, directs us, and corrects us through life. And I was thinking about that because for me, that's where it all starts. But then I'm inspired by the amazing people around me. And you truly are one of those people. I mean, I think it's Jim Rohn that says you are the average of the 5 people closest to you. Who you surround you with and the environment you put yourself in affects the type of person you are and who you are. And so I'm inspired by being around inspirational people. I mean, I could name all the people on this show: Tim, Elizabeth, Usama. We can go on and on and on with the people that inspire me. And I think that's so critical, is to put ourselves in a position where we can be inspired. Also, I'm big on purpose, and I think without purpose, it's hard to move forward and be positive and inspirational. It really is. You got to have a purpose and a reason for your life. Why do you get up in the morning? My reason, my why, or my purpose every morning is to encourage and inspire you to live a purpose-driven life of significance. What is significance? Being a world changer, being a difference maker, getting out there, blessing the world through you. And so that's what inspires me.
Rick Warren would be very impressed by what you just said, right? He wrote The Purpose-Driven Life. And,
it's funny. I was listening to Rick Warren on the way down in the car.
Wow. And he actually, so I have a Bible app, YouVersion Bible, and the devotion today, he actually spoke. The video was with him, right?
That's what I was listening to. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. And do you know that today, right after that, I listened to Craig Groeschel, who is the author of Winning the War of Your Mind, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life, which is another great book. But his church, Life Church in Oklahoma City, created the U Bible. They are the ones that do that. And as of today, 500 million downloads. 500 million.
Yeah. Like what?
Amazing.
Amazing. So on to the next question.
Okay.
I think you may have already answered this in a different way, but let me go to it. So who is or was your role model, and can you tell us about them and why they inspired you?
Yeah, I am, it's my dad. And, I am inspired by both my mom and dad. I'm more like my mom than my dad in a lot of ways. But my dad both my parents were such a blessing to me. They were so at everything that I did. I was one of those crazy kids that did everything. I did all of the sports. I did music and drama. And I mean, I did everything you could come up with. And they were at everything that I did. They supported me. But my dad was such a strong man, a family man. He kept the family together. We always had just a wonderful environment growing up. And there was a lot of our outer family that had some struggles. He was always there for them. He was always doing things for them. I remember when my life, he was anything that I needed help with, he was there. Every night I played quarterback in football, and every night he would come out and throw 100 passes with me so we could practice. And we would just talk and throw the football. And we worked together. We played together. He was just an awesome, awesome man. And he taught me how to be a great man.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's so amazing to have parents that are good role models for us, right? And for us to be those parents too, as we
Yes.
raise our own kids. So,
Yeah.
so what is your take on networking? Like, what is your approach? How do you do it?
Well, this is a good way to do it, actually. It's funny because I was talking to a new client yesterday, and we're getting him involved in live video. And I could never be like Tim Sohn and be as educational with live video, but I'm really trying to help my clients get online and do things and affect their area positively. And this is a great way to network, but also any way that you can do it. I've always been huge on going to networking events. This morning, I'm doing this. I'm doing another podcast right after, and then I'm going to a live networking event after that. And, it's just being around people. And I think what you have a very good definition of networking, but I really do think it's doing life, having fun, and just being friends with others. That's what it's all about, building connection and community. And that's kind of one of the things we're talking about today at noon. Building community with others is all about networking. So, and D. Scott Smith, my co-host and good friend who was on this morning, he is huge on networking as well. He's a networking master, and he's got some great books on it too. You should look those up. But anyway, yeah, it's just being around people.
Yes, and you and I are both part of a networking group actually that I was invited to by Gail, who is a connection of yours, and
Amazing.
that it's so important to get yourself out there, whether it's to make friends, whether it's for business connections, but you will always learn something from people that with whom you interact, right? And that's what life is about.
Well, and let me comment on that group because that's the global tea break.
Yes.
And Scott, my good friend, he and Alan Hennessy are the ones that started it. Alan's in Dublin, Ireland. And when I got into that group, like a month into it with Scott, it was an amazing where I made connections. You and I originally, I think, were connected on there. Actually, that was where I think I first met you. But my book, Scott is going to be hosting with me along with Wendy Stunt out of Dublin, Ireland. And Wendy and I met on the Global Tea Break as well. And so she did my book intro a year ago, and she's going to be on with me again coming up next Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And I hope that all of you jump in. We're going to have a link posted. You don't have to be invited. You are invited. And you can just come on, hit the StreamYard link, and we'll bring people in and out as you come on, kind of like Shout Out Saturday. Brian Schulman and Tim Sohn taught me, and Nancy Barrows taught me how to do it. So there you go.
Awesome. I just wanted to highlight a quote that I've come across by Dr. Ivan Misner, and it says, networking is more about farming than it is about hunting. It's about cultivating relationships, right? And here's another one, actually. It's an African proverb, and it says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others.
You're right. And can I throw a shameless plug in there because I'm all about that. I have a class coming up next Wednesday at noon that's called Turn Cold Calling into Friends. Kind of a catchy little title, but it's all about relationship building. And there's a lot of good information there out of how to win friends and influence people by what's his name? Dale Carnegie. There you go. And a great book. Man, if you've not read it, you should have read it 2 or 3 times. Great book.
Awesome. And Ever, I can see the comments are on fire, so I'm not certain. But if you haven't already, please just pop that into the comments, Ever. And so, so
she will.
How do you leverage a platform such as LinkedIn or networking groups? And I think you've already answered that. Basically, it's just about making friends, right? Like, and really, truly, you find a common ground regardless of who you're connecting with.
Well, you thanks, Ever. She already put it in there. The the way to really leverage LinkedIn, and this is a positive way. Leverage kind of sounds like a negative word, but it's not. You're
Yeah.
utilizing what's been given to you, been put out there for positive things. And so
Yes.
what you do is you do fun things like this. You do live video, you go on other people's shows, you just go on and connect with people in a positive way. Then what do? Then
Yes.
you connect with them individually, just like Steve and I are going to do. You get on and you Zoom individually and you spend time talking. We used to go get coffee, and we can still do that, but some of us. But anyway, but now we do it virtual coffee online.
Yes.
So what you do is then you just talk, you get to know them. That is how you leverage the media, the technology, all that you have. And then what comes out of that? Who
Yes.
knows? Who knows? Maybe it's a business relationship. Maybe it's a personal relationship.
Yes.
Maybe it's just friendship for life. I mean, Inger, I think you're a good example. We are friends for life. We
Yeah.
are. We are. I mean, you're an awesome friend. And I have never been to your hometown, and you've never been to my hometown, but we have virtually, and that's amazing.
Yes, it's amazing, networking and utilizing platforms such as this, YouTube, I mean, not YouTube, but Zoom and LinkedIn, like where you can actually just you can connect to someone that is so far away. Like, just if you look at my comments, you'll see that there are people here from all over the world.
That's
And
right.
really, truly, would I have met them if it wasn't for this pandemic? Maybe not, right? But
Yeah.
this is a tool and we can use it. Do you have any final thoughts for my viewers, Russ?
Well, let me tell you, I'm busy texting my next podcast to tell them I'm having so much fun with Inger that I'm going to be late.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Um, I have all kinds of last thoughts. It's funny. The other day I was speaking. I love speaking. If any of you are in my local area, or if you want me to speak online, I love inspiring and encouraging people. I love talking mindset and purpose. I love to do that. And it's funny you ask last thoughts, because the other day someone asked me, is they had asked me to speak for a half hour, and then they said, "Can you make it 45 minutes? Can you speak for 45 minutes?" I'm like, well, it's not if I can go 45 minutes, it's if I can keep it to 45 minutes would be the real thing. I could speak for hours and hours and hours encouraging people. But what I really want to leave with everyone is this. You are amazing. God has gifted you with amazing abilities. You are not Inger and you're not Russ. You are you. And you are capable of doing incredible things. You may be going through struggles in your life. You may be having a lot of challenges, but you know what? You can still live the life you choose. I truly believe that God works all things for the good, that there's good in everything. Sometimes we have to look a little harder, because some situations are pretty lousy situations that we're having to endure, challenges to life. But those are the things, those are like the sandpaper of life. Those are the things that refine us. Those are the things that make us better. Those are the things that help us grow and learn. And if you look at situations, we can always learn from everything, good and bad. If you look at situations with a positive perspective on your life, that you can do amazing things because of what you had to go through, you will accomplish great things. You'll be a world changer. You'll be a difference maker. You will live the life you choose. So I want to encourage you today to have confidence, to get out there. Just like Ingrid said, she hated video, but she is amazing on video. Why? Because she tried, because she put herself out there. So that is what I want to leave you with. Be amazing. Live the life you choose. Go make a difference today.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Eva, please drop whatever links that people can connect with Russ on in the comments. And if you still have time, we can go through the comments. There are 44. Or we
Wow.
can wrap up. You let me know. I just want to be cognizant of your time.
Go ahead. I have a few more minutes. Go for it.
Okay, let's do it.
Woohoo.
I'm gonna do it in reverse order. So,
Okay.
um,
Good luck.
right. Yeah, Ever is dropping your connect link. So
There you
please
go.
connect with Russ, everyone.
Thank you.
Aya says, God has gifted you with amazing capabilities. Live the life you choose, Russ. Yes, that's so true.
Thanks,
I
Aya.
love, yes. And Aya says, you say, You love talking mindset and purpose.
Is
Beautiful.
amazing. Yep.
Ligia says she loves Osama. And Scott says everyone already has a fabulous network filled with remarkable people who want you to succeed. So true. We just need to let them know what problem we solve and who is our best customer.
Scott always says, lean into your network too. When you are moving forward, lean into the people that you already know and they will support you.
So true. I love this.
Yep.
And some greeting going on.
It's
And
awesome.
oh, wait. So you see, this is the problem with going in reverse. But he says, Tim's own exactly. There's no limit to what we can accomplish when we network those supercomputers between our ears. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Love that thought, actually. And Tim says, just show up. Exactly. It's all about synergy. I'm going to skip over Eva's comments, but here, as Brian Schulman always says, incredible things happen when we come together. That's
That's
so
right.
true. That is
Yes.
so true, right?
Mhm.
Shout out to farming and hunting and relationships. Yes, thank you. I need to get to the global tea break. Is there a global coffee break? Sorry, no. You need to drink tea when you come. I'm just joking. You can drink coffee if you like. But please, yes, come. Free and filled with the most remarkable people. Yes, please. Anybody that's in the comments here today, join us. I will let you reach out to me and I'll let you know when the next tea break is. It's in 2 weeks because we do it the third Friday of every month. So in 2 weeks on the 19th of November, but reach out to me and I'll give you the details. Yes, some greeting happening, motivational listener, and I love connecting with people who show up in the comments of live shows on Zoom or phone calls.
That's
Wow.
right.
How well do you really know people who show up for your shows? Always show up as people first.
That's right.
Exactly. Ex-
Amen.
Um, Networking is the most effective form of marketing. That's so true, right? Because when you network, people get to know you as a person.
Well, you're talking about the know, like, and trust factor, and you speed that.
Yes.
I mean, networking is how that happens. And, that's like I said before, you just need to be your authentic self and get to know people first, build relationships. So
Love you, Lygia. That's a beautiful memory that you have. Thank you for sharing. Um, yeah. Aya says, you know how how crazy the internet connection is. Yes, it is in Egypt, but regardless, we still have calls, right? And it works.
the other day I was driving from the city I'm in now to a city about a half hour away, and I was talking to Osama on the phone in Cyprus. And I thought, what a crazy world we live in.
Right?
Ever. Woo, she showed up as herself. Yes.
Hi, Emma. Thank you.
Amazing. She's amazing.
Without purpose, it's hard to move forward. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Alejandra says this is exactly what inspires me to give significance to others. Yes, you all matter. You all are significant in my life, and I want to
That's right.
thank you because
Yeah.
you've
Yeah.
all poured into my life in some way, shape, or form. So here we go. Nasreen says she's bowing out. She says, we are
Gotta
amazing.
go.
Tabulistic show. Truly inspiring. She'll catch the replay. Yes, she's in Durban, South Africa, and they're going through load shedding, where the the electricity just they have certain segments during the day where they don't have electricity. So yeah, we're inspired by you, Russ. That's so
Thank you,
beautiful.
Tim. You inspire me.
This is so true, Tim.
All that Tim's been through, that's so inspiring to what he does and still going through.
Yes, I need to work out my schedule, and I have certain things, but I would love to. Everybody that's here today, I would love to have you as a guest on my show one day. So we'll work out the logistics, and that's it. And befuddled, live the life you choose. Absolutely.
Befuddled, live the life you choose.
I love how you say it. It's so
You got to tilt your head like that too, though. You got to go befuddled, live the life you choose. Did I tell you how that name came up? You want to
no.
know?
Yes, tell us.
So my beautiful wife came up with befuddled. One morning I was racing out the door. I was dropping things. I was tripping over things. I was in a big hurry because I had to cram my morning routine into about half the time. And I was definitely out of sorts. And she goes, honey, are you okay? And I said, I'm fine. I'm fine. She goes, no, because that's me. I'm fine guy. And then she goes, no, really. We've been married almost 34 years and you look kind of befuddled, she said. And I said, no, I'm not befuddled. And I drove 30 minutes or 30 seconds down the road and realized she was right. I was wrong. I was befuddled. So then I just tagged on, live the life you choose, because that's what I'm all about. Don't be befuddled. Live the life you choose. Great title. Thanks to my wife.
Tim has a question for you. Can you read it?
Did you get to share our favorite cereal in the book celebration? So obviously he likes Captain Crunch like I do, because I'm always saying on Shout Out Saturday, that's my favorite cereal. Scooby-Doo's my favorite cartoon. Captain Crunch was my favorite cereal. It creates all this film and this goo in your mouth, but it's really yummy. And I don't know, I don't eat cereal much anymore, but when I was a kid, that was my favorite. So I'm guessing that's what Tim's talking about, and that's his favorite cereal.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so disgusting.
I don't know. It's good though.
No, I don't eat cereal. So
I don't anymore. No, I used to eat it all the time.
he says, bring your coffee, Tim.
Yeah.
And love you back. Y'all are amazing, watching and learning. Thank you, Alden, for being here. Alden is the CEO of H2HB, or Heart to Heart Business.
Oh, cool.
So
Awesome.
he's joining in. And John says it's been amazing conversation, my dear friend Naz. And hello, Aya. So that's the last comment, and we made and
hey,
I want
what a
to
blessing
thank
you are.
you.
Thank you.
I want to thank you, Russ, for being here. You are such a blessing to me. It's been a crazy few weeks for me. Like Gail and I were working on a really big project. But when I can, I always love to be able to tune in and just listen to what you and your guests have to say. Because there's so many great things that goes on in the conversation that I've always learned. And Elizabeth is saying, yay, and have a great day. You too, sis. And Alejandra says, amazing conversation. Both of you are such a blessing. Thank you, Alejandra. And thank you, Russ, for being here. I appreciate you. I will send you back to the green room. So while I wrap up this conversation, by the way, I have to say, I get some of my wording from you when I watch your show. So thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I hope it's good wording. So, hey, I had a great time. Thank you. Bless everybody. Have an awesome day. Thank you. And we'll see you soon. Tune in next Tuesday for the show, for the book anniversary, 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And don't forget, today at noon, Russ Reels. You guys are going to love it. Russ Johns, Kenyatta Turner, Tim Sohn, and who am I missing?
Carl Sean Watkins.
They were just Carl Sean Watkins. Thank you.
Thank you for being here, and be blessed. I'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and for being here today. Just a reminder of my 40th birthday celebration. I started it early and I'm ending it late. I turned 40 on the 30th of September. And I want to challenge those that are in my network to help me celebrate my birthday by donating either 40 minutes of your time to do something good for somebody else, or donating $40 towards my cause. And for those of you that don't know what my cause is, H2HB and I are partnering with some people in Cape Town, South Africa, to put on an event that will address period poverty for some people in Cape Town, South Africa. So If you would like to, please reach out to me. And if you want to create a post about it, you may use this hashtag and let me know. Let me know if you need any help navigating. And this is the website where you can go and then make a donation. Just go to this website. There's a donate button in the top right hand corner. Please donate towards my cause. $40 will help to address period poverty for somebody that will be attending our event. So thank you everybody for your participation in in the comments today. Thank you for being here. And if you'd like to connect with me, please note that I am We Got This Admin on Instagram. On LinkedIn, I am Inge Van Roy. On Twitter and Clubhouse, Inge V. And on YouTube, I'm under Inspiration from Inge. So thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate you all. If, for those of you that didn't see my intro video, I will play it for you again so that you can see what this show is all about. Yes, I hated video, and I still do, but I come on this show and I have this show because I want to serve others. So have a blessed weekend, everyone, and I'll see you back here next week, Friday, for another episode of Inspiration from Inga. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye. I hate videos. Now, you may be wondering, if I hate videos, what the heck am I doing here?